The founders of the school, who were entrepreneurs to their core and used to building things and solving problems, really recognized that schools were becoming more standardized, yet they knew their kids weren't standard, right? There's no standard student. And so started to talk about, what might be possible and what they valued. I think they understood that getting beyond the school walls, equipping students with those skills to be able to travel and understand different communities and perspectives and communicate effectively. There's so much growth in that. There's so much resilience that can be built. Public speaking and being able to do an effective presentation. And you see that from 3-year-olds all the way up through 12th grade.
Public speaking is such a great opportunity for students to take ownership of their work. Our morning meetings are live, they're in the room, you're standing up there with your body, and you are sharing pretty much whatever you want to share. No one else does this. You stand up and you can share some recipe your grandma just handed to you. You can tell people to go to your basketball game. You can tell a joke. So it's really pretty remarkable that it happens. It's neat to see how that goes throughout the year and what students do with that opportunity.
Truly one of my favorite things about Wellington is how the children are set up from 3-year-olds to, high school to have the public speaking. The plays are a way for them to start getting on stage, realizing that they can get out there, put their voice out there, and it takes away that fear level. The 4th graders actually write the play. They not only took ownership in writing it, but also directing a little bit of it. So the pride that they all had and that it was truly their baby. Some of my students that in the classroom have a tendency to be more quiet, you see them shine on the stage. It's just one thing about Wellington that truly hits the whole student. When the students are here on the stage, giving them that confidence to perform, it gives them that little push going into middle school. It gives them that confidence to be able to just converse with a teacher in a way that they may not have been able to do. But really, the public speaking aspects here at Wellington, I would say overall, it's the confidence that it gives students in all areas of their life.
As students practice public speaking, especially in our classes, they might start at table talks, move to peers, move to larger groups. Some of the things I notice that they stand up a little stronger. Their voices are stronger. They're able to have confidence in what they're saying and believe in themselves, but their peers also believe in them. So it makes the community a little bit tighter because you can trust the people around you. What's unique about being at an independent school is that the middle years includes 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. So with the morning meeting, it's not adult run, it is student run. So our 8th grade leaders are able to run the meeting, ask for student input, ask for teacher input. And it's where our 5th graders can also be confident enough to stand up, see those role models, and know that they can get up and speak. As a 7th grader, if you master those public speaking skills, you can take that with you where you become a trusted and believable source. So as a high schooler, you can do debate, you can manage a team, you can manage a project. And then once you matriculate to college and beyond, you can take all those mastery of public speaking skills and either being able to educate, entertain, engage, or inspire your audience. I think that public speaking is a conduit to other skills, and it also allows you to listen. So you become a good listener as a great speaker so that you can gain more knowledge.
When you get to 9th grade, our 9th grade curriculum puts you in the room and expects that you are a thoughtful person. We start with that premise. So students are asked to stand up and give their thoughts. They head out into the world, and I think they are working with the assumption that they have something to say. And they're working with the assumption that their voice will be heard. It's been asked of them and it's been expected of them their whole time at Wellington. So they enter higher education, they enter their first jobs, and they're just completely ready to speak.
The founders wanted their students to be global citizens. We learned more about this concept called experiential equity, where if you value something as a school and you think there are valuable learning outcomes, as we know with global travel, there are huge benefits to that, then we need to do everything we can to make sure every student can have that experience. Positioning students to be in different countries, interacting with different cultures, people with different backgrounds, is so important to their success once they leave here. They're going to come back better citizens, better problem solvers, better thinkers, because they've had this experience.
Y stands for the Wellington International Student Experience. It is a program where all of our students in the upper school have the opportunity to travel internationally. They do that in their junior year. The great thing about it is it's part of their tuition, so there's no outlay of expenses by the families beyond that normal tuition. We are going to be taking all of our juniors and all of our seniors, that's 140 students and chaperones on 9 different trips. The trips that we're going to be going on will be Brazil, Bonaire, Canada, Denmark, Ecuador, Italy, Poland, Spain, and the United Kingdom. One of the things that we have incorporated into the WISE program is our global engagement class. In that class, we learn about things such as culture and identity, communication styles, empathy, and those things not only are going to be important for them when they travel internationally, but we see that they also are going to be skills that they will be able to use beyond Wellington.
Brazil is the largest country in South America, and it's the
12th largest economy.
12th largest economy.
We decided that the focus of the trip was going to be drawing in on both of our areas of interest. So we're going to focus on art, history, and identity, and Brazil's a really exciting place to think about those things because there are so many intersections between Portuguese culture, the African diaspora, and indigenous perspectives.
We wanted to make sure that there were plenty of opportunities for them to learn about the history of the country, learn the language, have some experiences with people who are either Brazilian or have that perspective that we necessarily don't have. So we meet every Wednesday, and we've done activities that range from bringing in guests to speak and share their experience to going off campus and having lunch at a Columbus Brazilian restaurant to capoeira workshop where they learn a martial arts from Brazil.
We hosted a samba lesson. A Spanish teacher at Wellington really graciously offered to come and do that lesson, and so it was wonderful to watch the students try samba for the first time, feel really silly, feel really out of their element, but stay with it and have a lot of fun.
It's making us even more excited to see what chances they're going to take on the trip to step outside of their comfort and really embrace the opportunities in Brazil.
What the students are learning in their classes, whether that's art, math, science, I think when they're preparing for the trips, when they're actually traveling on the trips, they're going to run into some things that actually bring those topics, those concepts to life. Whenever we do international travel, we're going to be exposed to new ideas and different ways of doing things, and I think that's one of the things that we want all of our graduates here at Wellington to have.
I hope we continue to be a joyful and optimistic place. I think the founders were the ultimate optimists, that we can create a school that is better and to move away from standardization and create opportunities where students can be their best selves. I hope that we continue to encourage and get students beyond our walls, to take those new challenges and new problems and new jobs that don't exist yet and position our students to have that impact in the world. We hope every student really helps to find their purpose and realize their potential while they're at Wellington. We understand better the skills that grow from those opportunities that supplement an unbelievable academic catalog that allows students to dig into their passion and try new things, take on new risks, and grow in really interesting ways.